everyone. It's Bearable King, and we're in the seventh week. We've done 6 weeks in 2024. We thank God for His grace, and now we're about to review the seventh week. As it's my norm, we're going to be doing a quick review, and today I want to talk about fear. Okay, I'm taking my verse from the Bible, Second Timothy chapter 1 verse 7, and it says, for God has not given us the spirit of fear, but the spirit of power, the spirit of love, and the spirit of a sound mind. God has not given us the spirit of fear, but He has given us the spirit of power, the spirit of love, and the spirit of sound mind. Now, I know there are a lot of things happening in the forex space, in the trading space, because currently the US authorities are clamping down on forex traders, shutting down MT4 and MT5 in that region. A lot of people are now considering the uncertainties in the market, aside from the normal fear that you experience while trading. If we are going to talk about one of the key factors in trading, fear is part of it. Fear and greed. Maybe I'll talk about greed next week, right? But the Bible has said that God has not given us the spirit of fear, but of power, of love, and of sound mind, which simply means that the fear that we're experiencing is not for us. The fear you experience while trading is not for you because, one, you have the power. When we talk about power, you are the determining factor. Okay, you determine whether you want to buy or sell. You determine the lot size you're going to use. The market does not determine that for you. You determine that by yourself. You determine where your stop loss will be. You determine where your take profit will be. So for each and every of your trade outcome, you have the power over the market in that aspect. The market has the right to move whichever way it wants to move, but you have the power to determine how much you're going to risk and how much you're going to make, how much you're willing to lose. And with that, you know that everything is within your power. Now, I want to talk about the last part of a sound mind. Having sound mind helps with fear. Why? When you know and you can logically think and you can do what you need to do, it will remove the place of fear. What am I talking about? Let's say I have $1,000, right, in my trading account, and I took a trade, and from my entry to my stop loss is $10, and I'm okay with losing $10. I can't be scared because I understand that the worst that will happen is my stop loss will get hit. But if my stop loss does not get hit, then I'll probably make profits. But if I don't use a sound mind, meaning I use an emotional mind, and I take a trade on a $1,000 account and I'm risking $500, if the trade is now running minus $300, remember I was the one that set the risk for $500, I'll be scared because I am risking too much because of greed. Now I'm scared of losing the amount I had already chosen to lose in the first place. Aside from this, I would like to open another version of this same word, right? And that's in New International Version, which says, the spirit of for the spirit God gave us does not make us timid, does not make us frightful, does not make us scared, but it gives us power, it gives us love, and it gives us self-discipline, right? You need to be self-disciplined when it comes to trading. Nobody is going to help you if you can't help yourself. Nobody has forced you to even take a trade. I hear a lot of traders, oh, I don't know what happened. I just clicked on buy. Why did you click on it? You need to have a reason. You have to be self-disciplined. So to remove the problem of fear when it comes to trading, you need to understand that, one, you have the power to even place a trade in the first place. You have a power to determine your lot size. You have a power to determine where your stop loss will be and where your take profit will be, regardless of what the market will do. Then the most important part is self-discipline. So in order to avert fear, you need to be self-disciplined, and you can start being self-disciplined by changing things bit by bit. For example, determine in your mind that you're not going to take a trade except you have a stop loss in place. Start from there and start building yourself up till you get to the point where you can trade and execute flawlessly and fearlessly. All right, so let's go into the chart and see what we are going to be expecting for British pounds, American dollar this week. As you're well aware, for the entire 2024, I'd only be trading British pounds, American dollar. This was my choice. This is what I have decided to do for myself, and I am sticking to it. Okay, so as we've been saying throughout this entire week, or since the time we began, or since the time we started this review in January 1 or January 2 or 3, I mentioned that we were in a range market which started sometimes last year, right? And this is the range market here. We're in the range market here. And the good part about the range market is we broke out of the range market to the downside, which is what I spoke about. However, we have not created a new low. Rather, we are still on around the same zone. Do you understand what I'm saying? So, in as much as we've broken out of this range, it is still within this push upwards, right? It didn't create a new low. I personally, as I mentioned in my initial video for the year, that I'm expecting the market to fall to somewhere around here before we probably have an upward move and whatnot, right? Go and check the first video for 2024. All right. So based on this, we can see that the market broke out of this range. And there's one thing we know about ranges. When you have a breakout like this, the price is bound to do what? Pull back, right? Pull back to an area and then what? Continue the downtrend. So for this week, I'm anticipating that we may see a bearish continuation on the lower time frame, right? But the good part is we've broken out of the range to the downside, so we're expecting that the market might continue falling, okay? But we still have to follow the market step by step. Now we have this range, we've broken out of it, the market has pulled back to the entry of the range. Let's go to the 4-hour time frame. Now this is the 4-hour time frame, right? This is the 4-hour time frame, and as you can see, the market did a lot of range and the market came to a demand zone here before pushing upwards, right? And after this push, what did we have? We had like a W formation. The market came down here, pushed up, pulled down here, and now it's back here. So I personally am expecting the market to come up to somewhere around here and give me a change in direction to the downside so that I can take a sell all the way down. Now if you look down here, you'll notice that we have a lot of news for this coming week, right? We have news on, when is this? We have news on the 13th. That's Tuesday. This, oh wow, we have core inflation rates year on year, month on month for American dollar. We have unemployment rate for British pounds. We have inflation rates on, this should be Wednesday. Then Thursday we have GDP release. So we should expect a lot of volatility and manipulation this week. This week we need to be very careful when we are trading. Okay, so this week we had a breakout here, right? We had a breakout here and the market has pulled back into this range. I personally, because of this rejection here, right, I'm anticipating that the pullback may come in deeper. Okay, maybe the market will come up to somewhere around here, which is around 1.2693 thereabouts. Then from here, I would like to see the market change direction. Let's assume that this is the last low the market creates. I would like to see a change in direction like this, right, showing that the market is willing to go down. If I see something like this, then I would be looking for a swing sell somewhere around here. My stop loss will be above the previous high, and then I can ride it to a new low. I don't know how low it's going to be. I could ride it to a new low. All right. So this is what I am personally expecting on GU for this week. Remember that we have a lot of news. I'm bearish because we've broken to the downside, although I would like to see a change in direction of this bullish pullback before I'm certain that we're going to the downside before I take a trade. If not, I will just want to watch what the market is doing around here. Okay. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me on Telegram, and I will be available to provide you with the information you need. Thank you so much for watching this. I know it seems short, but the reason why it seems short is because we have been following this week in, week out since the beginning of January, and the market has been playing exactly as we anticipated it. And hopefully by next week, we would have made some progress in the market. Do have a profitable week ahead and take care of yourself.